How's it going? Welcome to the AQ News. We got a actual post about AQ2D and when it's going to be releasing today. So let's go over that and more. Let's get into it. All right, there is a lot in this thing. I read through it, the whole thing. I'm not going to read through the whole thing again for you guys, but if you want to check it out, it'll be linked in the description. Of course, I'll go through some of the bullet points, like how it's going to be super serious. And the first thing Aranx opens up about is a colonoscopy. All right, so. Good to know there. Good to know. He goes into detail about that if you if you're interested in that for whatever reason. And yeah, they got Monday meetings, coffee, a quest system. So the quest system's cool. There is some updates here. Well, first, before we get into that, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So before announcing the official dates, but it is this year, do or die. So A's plan is to get the game out this year, which we're about halfway through, so late December, maybe? I don't know. They've given even vague estimates of time of when the game would be released in the past, and they've missed those targets by years at this point. So, anywho, they also mentioned a Kickstarter, alpha, beta, and live releases of the game, so that's still a go for the Kickstarter if anyone was curious about that. If you put money in a savings account, like when they first announced this, they probably accrued enough interest to probably double your money by now. That's not how interest works on that money, but anyway. Well, if it was... Anyway. Okay, this post also has information on the new quests. So, Quest in Adventure Quest Worlds Infinity will soon show you the head of the NPC who gave you the quest. If you're not in the right place to do that quest, the quest will feature a helpful button to teleport you to that quest giver. Each individual quest will have the ability to do this, which adds some data entry work, but will be super helpful if you open the quest log and have no idea what quest you are staring at is. It goes into further detail, like there will be 3 different types, turn in anywhere a specific NPC you have to be at, and auto turn in. And they're also going to be icons to show you each type of quest for each one of them, repeatable, side, daily, and main. So yeah, very, very cool stuff there for quests. They're getting a bit of an upgrade for the new game, which is good to hear. Next paragraph here also goes into how the replaying cutscenes is going to be better and less janky and stuff like that, which is good. But they add the original falling down the hill cutscene from AQ Worlds that you can't replay anywhere in the game ever. Now this is very meta. One of my favorite things to see is when YouTubers make videos about these posts on their channels. Sometimes they read the whole post and comment on it like Korey does. If you're reading this, hi Korey. Hey Artix. Check out the interview with Bleen. Yeah, I had an interview with Bleen this week if you haven't seen it. I tried to make the answers interesting. Also, apologies for making you say colonoscopy on your video twice. Yeah, this is the second time I've said it in this video. And I might have purposely said at the start of the video. Okay, never mind. Oh, because I've already pre-read this. Now you are probably going to get medical ads at the start of your video. Brought to you by a Dr. Voltabolt. Alright. Alright, moving on from this extreme piece of just craziness that's in this side notes for some reason. So there's a lot of notes. Just okay, it keeps going and going and going, and okay. There's one interesting thing I saw here. There are 555 hair items in Adventure Quest Worlds, and 400 of them have issues porting to the new game. 400 plus, so it's amazing. A vast majority of them are broken. So that's good to know. I didn't know there was 555 hair. I don't know if that includes helmets that are hairs, because if that doesn't, I mean, that's a lot. If it does, then that's not that crazy of a number, I guess, but that's still a lot. According to this post, they're porting 167 maps so far, which I think might be their goal for the first build of the game, I'd imagine. That's why this number exists. So all the maps will probably not be in the game when it first comes out, when AQ Infinity first comes out. Like some of the maps you can access right now in the game. So I'm guessing they're going with 167 that they think are like vital to maybe the main quests and stuff. So, and they have to redo them, like remove the arrows and stuff like that as well, because the maps are going to be scrolling and not like, well, you'll never have like a load thing. the arrows will be completely gone from the maps, which in my head makes me think that you'd have to completely remake the maps because a lot of them wouldn't work because of a lot of them are doors and stuff. Like you would have to put so much effort into changing those maps that you might as well make new maps. Like in my head, I don't know, maybe that's not the case, but I love to see how that's actually going to work. Here's an interesting one: resolution drop down in options menu. So if you don't know how AQ Worlds currently works, it will just display at whatever resolution you have the window, because they're vector images, so they theoretically infinitely scale and just become more demanding with the larger resolution you make the window that you're playing the game in, right? So if you play in a little small box, it's low resolution, light on resources, you have like a 4K monitor and you play it full screen, that's going to be a lot more demanding. It's not going to be like that for the future game. It's not going to use the vector images. It's going to use rasterization, okay, I'm not technical about this, but it's going to use like a specific resolution for each. I don't know what the files they're using. Hopefully they're doing like 4K files or something for the actual art assets, or higher resolution than that. Because I imagine people are going to start using like 4K, like Apple has like 5K monitors that are pretty standard for Apple devices on PC. So anything under that's going to look pretty bad, and it might even get higher than that with people in the future, the next like 5-10 years. So hopefully the resolution they choose for the assets is going to be good for the future, but there's going to be certain resolutions you can pick like any normal PC game. So all right, in the interest of not spending your whole day here talking about little bits of detail here on the design notes, or whatever this is, this AQTD post, we're going to move on. But yeah, check this out yourself if you want to see. They have stuff like CC, weapon does not support CC. Like they're doing a bunch of converting here if you want to read through all the little details and pick through that. But something about an Arctics wiki as well. They mentioned a wiki here. Are they making their own wiki? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, let's move on to more actual AQ Worlds Flash news. There's gonna be more summer gear coming to the game, which is nice. It very much feels like summer where I live. Hopefully it's not as bad where you are. Anyway, so swim gear. This is like a redesign. I was gonna say recolor, but it's actually quite a bit different in some areas. So kind of a redesign of one of the armors we already had in the game. So it looks like, and it says it's gonna be available too as well. Available. Nice. Neihi Valentine here with a new, I'll probably say the name terribly wrong, I'm sorry. New outfit. Yeah, it looks kind of similar shape-wise to all their other ones, being honest. This artist very much likes one shape of armor with how they do it, but it's a bit different. And there's hairs as well that look good for this as well, so yeah, nice stuff. Antisam with a commissioned outfit from Paladin Lip, which I haven't seen this name in a minute or two. But yeah, this guy collected all the Paladin armors in the game in the past. I don't know if he still has all the Paladin armors, if it's more of a release since then or not. But yeah, so I guess once you collect them all, you start commissioning new ones. So yeah, well, actually it looks pretty good. Good color combo. Aciel with some Hullborn gear here. Good to say that. I think this bubble already released in the game. I feel like it did, but I don't feel like the other stuff did. Or am I wrong? Maybe it did. Yeah, this was posted after. Yeah, is all this stuff already in game? I feel like this is already in game. Anyway, let's move on. Well, if you haven't seen it in game, now you've seen it. So I think go get that. Kitsune Galaxy Ninja. What is this? Overwatch Genji skin. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit too many. What do you call it? Like stars. A little bit too spammed out of it. Probably spread them out a little bit more, personally. But other than that, yeah, nice mask. This purple and black mask would probably look good with some other gear. Arlette here with a golden Garuda, if I can speak, Defender set suggestion for August. So yeah, this looks pretty nice. The helmet's got a very unique shape to it, and there's a different one with like a mask as well. So 2 different versions. Not too bad. I like the like plating layering there. You don't see that very often. Mihuri with some weapons. Gold and blue axe. Great color combo. Some more as well. We got some swords this time. And scythes as well. So yeah, a lot of variation there in the shapes. And yeah, the design works well on everything. So I think Alina retweeted this from Despera. It would be funny if this Card Clasher remake got put into the game before they re-released Card Clasher on Hero Mart, like they said they were going to do a few months ago now. That would be interesting if that happened. But yeah, this looks good from a concept standpoint. I think, is it like a class? Is this a class concept? I don't think it would release as a class. Just going to throw that out there. Might be wrong. Would like to be wrong. I don't think they're going to release another Card Clasher class, but fun to think about. Buff Card Clasher would be a very EA sports, it's in the game, AE thing to put a new version of a Card Clasher class in the game before they buff the original. That would be a very, very common thing for them to do. So Despera with some more art. This also got retweeted by Alina, so maybe being considered to be put into the actual game. These weapon things look interesting. It'd be sick if they had a combat animation where they like moved around and like transformed. But anyway, yeah, look good. Love the horns. Speaking of horns, here's Despera's character, the NPC. So actually very cute and actually unique for an NPC as well. So gotta love it. Welcome to the common segment in the video where it's an anime reference and I haven't seen the anime or something. There's a League of Legends character. I think I know most League characters and I don't think this was one of them. Maybe Twisted Fate if you had a fireball. So sorry for disappearing. So Alvaro's back and with this outfit. Now I read through the comments and I think it's from My Hero Academia or something. Ground rune's cool. Just noticed that and actually didn't see that the fireballs are cool as well. Weapons, so yeah. The Wanderer with the like gladiator type set. Yeah, look pretty good. People are mentioning the assets here. And if something like this ever did get put in the game, they always get nerfed. So don't worry about that. And then there's this one guy that says the guy needs a bigger chest and shoulders and more muscles. So there's that as well. Is Yu-Gi-Oh still around? I remember like a TV show being on and it being pretty popular when I was younger, but young kids still watching this stuff. Anyway, cool Yu-Gi-Oh outfit here, the Dark Magician, Akkiles. So yeah, very nice. For Sidon with a banana navel, thought this would be a good one to end the video off on. So yeah, pretty funny stuff. And expect to see a lot more. I'm going to say that and it's going to happen. Just wait. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a flood of them soon. Massive thanks to all the channel members for supporting the channel, making it as likely as possible. Really appreciate that from all of the members. And if you'd like to become a member, it's $2 a month to support the channel on YouTube. So hit the member button down below. And I appreciate all the guys that watch these videos. Just watching helps out a ton as well. So click the like button on the video if you like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace. I'll be live on Twitch tomorrow streaming the new events, so come hang out there.